Hi there, welcome back to a new journaling video. I wanted to do a bit of a tips video today as I haven't done one for a little while, and I thought it would be fun to share my top tips, my 10 top tips for starting journaling, as I know loads of people are really interested in getting started, or they've just started and they want a few tips to help them along the way. Or if you've been journaling for a while, you maybe want to try some other things, or you might just be interested in this video anyway. So I really hope it helps you, and please subscribe to my channel if you don't already, and please give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it. So my 10 top tips. I actually created a page about this. I was making a list and just thinking of the things that I wish maybe somebody had said to me when I first started, and things to maybe help encourage. And I know there's a lot of pressure when it comes to journaling, and I kind of want to lift that pressure for you today. So I then got carried away and made a page about my 10 top tips. So I'm going to go through them and let me know if they help you, or if it's something that you think, yes, that I can really identify with that. Let me know if that's the case. So number 1, make it fun. Journaling should be fun. It's not stressful. It's something that's there to de-stress you. So do not add any stress to journaling. It's about relaxing. And don't forget, there are no rules. That's the biggest thing to keep in your head, I think. There are no rules. There are no rights and wrongs when it comes to journaling. So take that worry away instantly and just focus on having fun. Number 2, when it comes to journaling, the actual journaling, the handwriting, use pens, not pencils. Remember that pencils smudge and they fade with time as well. As lovely as it is sometimes writing with a cute Disney pencil, or sometimes you might think your handwriting looks so lovely in a freshly sharpened pencil. If you want to look back on your journaling in years to come, you'd have wished you'd have used pens. So please use pens when it comes to journaling. The next one, you do not need an expensive journal to get started. They vary so much. I've got a beautiful £40 journal here. It's so pretty. I use this as my Disney planner where I do all my Disney journaling, but you can pick them up from pound stores for £1. You do not have to spend a fortune. There's so many different types. I've got some beautiful bullet journals from Amazon for £8.99. Loads of different colours to choose from. But a good old journal, a good old notebook is just as good as well. Do remember though, if it's something that feels very precious, if it's a project that you really want to keep and look back on and years to come, pass down to your children, your grandchildren, then maybe a bit more of a sturdier journal would be better than quite a flimsy journal. So have a think about what you want to use it for, and that will help you decide on what kind of journal you would like, and maybe even how much you would like to spend. That takes me on to my next point, which is it's okay to upcycle. I have bought some beautiful books. This is going to be an upcoming journal. £5.49 including delivery from World of Books. Look at the title on that. It's going to be a bucket list travel journal, and I can't wait to turn it into that. But I've upcycled so many books and turned them into journals in the past. Often I've picked them up in charity shops, and it's so much fun to do that. And then I upcycle bits and pieces to go inside them, old envelopes, add bits and pieces that you've got lying around in your house. Open your eyes to what you can use, and you'll be amazed at what you can upcycle. Number 5, it's okay to mess up. We all make mistakes sometimes. You cannot get it spot on every single time. I make spelling mistakes all the time. I get my words muddled up all the time. When I'm writing dates, I miss one out. I do it all the time, and it's a more recent thing that I've just come to realise that's what I do. That's me. I get my words muddled up. I get things around the wrong way, and I embrace that now. And actually, in years to come, I think that's a better representation of who I am, rather than having it all perfect, because I am not a perfectionist at all. So maybe let things go a little bit. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. My biggest thing, if I make a little mistake, I doodle a little heart over it and carry on. I don't get Tipp-Ex out or anything like that. You can cover up, get creative with your mistakes, add stickers, a bit of washi tape, sometimes even make it so obvious and actually stick something over with a whoops or something like that. Get creative with it, but embrace it. Don't be afraid, and don't think, oh, that's it, that page is ruined. Don't let that put you off. Number 6, do what makes you happy. It's your journal. If it's memory keeping that makes you happy, do the memory keeping, add the photos, make it colourful, make it fun. If bullet journaling's your thing, use a bullet journal. Do what you want that you get enjoyment from. Go on to Pinterest, create some boards, have a look at what other people are doing and be inspired, and do what makes you happy. Don't do what you think you need to do. When you see other people, you think, oh yes, I want to do that, but maybe it doesn't suit you, it doesn't suit your lifestyle, or it's just not you. So find out what it is that makes you happy, what gives you the most enjoyment. Do you really like junk journaling? Do you like adding bits and pieces that you find in your home? Do you like reusing things? Do you like creating pockets and making it colourful? Or do you just want to keep it simple? I've got this teeny weeny little book here that I started in 2015. It's just got lists in it, but I've created shopping lists. I've created just things like Chinese takeaway orders that we've made as a family, or when my dad comes over from the States, there's 11 of us and we all go out for breakfast. We just go back now. I carry this with me and we go back to our orders, and I've got all our names written down, and I've written goals in here from 2015, 16, 17. I've just got so many little lists in here. It's not fancy, but it actually really means a lot to me. I've got some really special memories in here just from making lists. That takes me on to number 7. Remember to date your pages, or date the start of your journal, just so whenever you want to look back, you can see when you journaled your page. And I think you'll be really grateful and thankful that you did do that. Sometimes you always think, oh, I remember that, but you don't always, and then years ahead you wish that you had actually have included a date. And sometimes a specific date can actually spur on a new memory, so I think you'll be really grateful that you've actually done that. Number 8, and this is a really important one as well, do not add pressure on yourself. This goes back to doing what makes you happy. Adding pressure, I think, is one of the biggest things that puts people off journaling. What is it that you find makes you feel overwhelmed with journaling? I'll let you into a little secret. A lot of the time I don't journal on my first page. I find that really overwhelming for some reason. It's like, it's that perfection feeling again, and I always say I'm not a perfectionist, but there's something about that first page of a journal that can really put you off. If you feel like that, skip ahead to the next page and leave it be. Another little secret, I suck at daily journaling. That's my tracker for December. There's not a single thing in there. I spent all the time setting it up and then I couldn't do it. And then I felt like I'd really let myself down. So now I no longer try and daily track or daily journal because I know it's not for me. It's taken me a long time to actually admit to that and actually draw a line under it. And no matter how many times I try, no matter how many different types of journaling, styles of journaling, and each time I think, yes, I can do that. And sometimes I do for a month, but then I slip away and something happens, I get really busy with work, and I then have a great big gap in my journal, and I just feel that I've kind of messed up a bit. So I have now completely taken that out of my journaling options because I know it's not for me. I think it's all about finding out what works for you and relieving any stress, anything that you find stressful. Ask yourself why you find it stressful, why you find it overwhelming, or why it makes you feel anxious, and then stepping away from that and trying something different and not going back to keep trying the style that stresses you out. I did do a video about this the other day and I was talking about weekly journaling. I'll link that video up for you just in case you find that helpful. And the other thing is handwriting. That is something else that really can stress people out. It's almost like you've got this very special journal and you want to have your best handwriting. My handwriting, when I try really hard, my handwriting can be quite pretty. But to be honest, a lot of the time when I'm journaling, I'm kind of just there in the moment, scribbling along, and it's not actually that pretty. And sometimes I quite like just being really free with my journaling and my writing. I think it's quite fun and it's me, but I like it then sometimes when I do make a bit more of an effort and it does look a little bit prettier. but don't stress about it. Everyone has a different style of writing. Maybe even keep your special ones for your titles or something like that. But when you're journaling and you're in the moment, be in the moment, enjoy the journaling, and don't get hung up about your handwriting. If your handwriting really bothers you and you feel that it puts you off writing on your page, you could also consider hidden journaling. That way you can maybe get used to writing on a page, but you're actually popping it inside an envelope, for example, on your page. I've got a couple of examples here. I've actually popped a letter into a side envelope here. I've folded some pages here and I've got journaling inside. So the pages still look really pretty, but the actual main part of the journaling is hidden away. And sometimes then it just takes a bit of time to build confidence in your writing before you then write on your actual page. So I think the biggest tip here with regards to not adding pressure is to let go of perfection and just enjoy it. Number 9 is to play. Remember to play in your journals. It goes back to that having fun and doing what makes you happy. Experiment in your journals. Use different markers. Use different colouring pencils. Play with pens. Order different pens. Give them a go and see what you like writing in best. Try colouring pens. If you like being more creative, use watercolours in your journals as well. But really enjoy what you're doing. Play, experiment and have fun. Don't be afraid to play in your journals. You can add stickers, you can add papers, stamps. There's so many different ways. Try it all and see what you love doing the best. And number 10, my final tip, please do remember that it's only paper. Your journal is only paper. So enjoy it, have fun, and remember it's only for you. Don't get hung up on anyone else seeing it. You don't have to show anyone else. If you do, you maybe don't have to show everyone every single page. You can cover things up, but your journal is your private property. Enjoy it. Don't get hung up on what other people are doing. It's only paper. Just enjoy it and have fun. I really hope you've enjoyed these 10 tips of mine today. I hope they help you and I hope they encourage you to let go and have fun with your journals. Try it all, experiment, have fun, don't be overwhelmed. Just enjoy it. It's all about relaxing, taking time out for you and having fun. Let me know if any of these have helped you and let me know what tips you also have, what you would pass on to other people. Thank you so much for watching and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye.